We are inside the Myrmecia Brevinoda nest, and we can see their larvae are very hungry and munching down. Let's have an update on this colony. So I have moved locations and I have set up my Brevinoda and a new setup here on some brand new shelving, and this is what they currently have. So we've got the two nests, as you would have seen in previous videos here, top and bottom, and then we have their outworld in this 1 foot fish tank. And if you know anything about Myrmecia, they have extremely good eyesight, and we've got a worker here in the outworld that's taken its eyes on me and is looking quite interested in what I'm doing. It doesn't have its jaws or mandibles open at this stage. It knows I'm no threat. They're quite used to me. And off she goes. She's going to go for a walk in the outworld. What a beautiful species. Again, this is Myrmecia Brevinoda, one of the largest species of ants in the world. Workers can get up to 40 millimeters in length. So that is huge. That's like 1.5 inches long. So fantastic species here, extremely good eyesight, and I'll show you that later on. So this is a bit of an update on this colony and how they are going. Quite a bit of growth. I didn't realize it has been so long since I have updated you all on this colony. So I'm really happy that I can do this. We're going to have a look inside the nest and see how all the larvae are going. We've got in the colony, so plenty has been happening. But I also have something exciting to share with you all. So stay tuned for that, and I'll let you know what is going to be happening with this colony. So in the outworld here, what I've tried to do is give a bit of height. As you can see, I've got a rock, I've got the stick there buried in the plaster, just to give them a little bit of difference here, try and make it a little bit natural for them. A little bit of hunting can go on, but really they've kind of outgrown it, and I'm actually bored by it. So I imagine they would be very bored by this nest as well. So I think it's time that they had a bit of an upgrade. But let me show you a few things to do with this nest first. So as you can see, we have these couple of dishes in here. We've got the liquid feeders for bull ants, so they can get their mandibles in there. Really well done, these. There's a few different sorts that you can get now for bull ants. There's a link in the description to Oz Ants, and you can get a discount there, but they have these liquid feeders as well. And I've got some water trays there. At the back you can see a couple of test tubes. Now in the outworld here I have a couple of crickets running around. They have escaped into the height to get away from the bull ants, but I'm not sure how long they will last because the larvae are very hungry. So a couple of test tubes in the back here, just another water source. I like to try and keep the water up to them. So yeah, bit dirty, bit messy here in the outworld. Needs a little bit of love here. Got an extra tray there for some sugar water that I can give them from time to time, which they really do enjoy. And I've got a water feeder at the back there as well, which is a new design. That's pretty cool as well, so you can check out. I don't think the Ant Lab has them yet. They're a fairly new prototype. So that's what the outworld looks like, and I'll show you a little demonstration of their eyesight if you're not fully aware. So this worker has locked eyes with me. Now as I focus in on her, she's going to clean herself, but what I can do is move my hands around and she can see me. Look at those massive eyes. See, she's got my hand. There's my finger there just in front of the glass. And as I move my hand around, you'll notice that she is following my hand. Amazing eyesight. She knows exactly what is going on. Now bull ants do not use pheromones to communicate with each other. They hunt by themselves. Alright, let's have a look inside the nest. So as you can see here, we have a nice pile of larvae in the middle. They are doing very well. So some nice plump larvae. They'll be ready to spin their cocoons fairly soon. We've got a little bit of sand and the like in here, which is really good because that means they can spin the cocoons with a little bit of that sort of sand and dirt inside here, inside the nest. But you can see here with this pile of larvae, there's some different sizes in there, but they're doing quite well, quite plump and quite large. The workers here are tending to them constantly cleaning them and grooming them, and they do a funny little thing which I've showed once before in these videos, where they actually grab them in their mandibles and just give them a little light squeeze. Not exactly sure what that is. If anyone else knows, very keen to understand. In the top nest here, if we look in the top left hand side, you can see they've discarded all the cocoons that have hatched, but we've got a couple of extra cocoons in here, so we're going to have some new workers come along again. Now we've already had quite an influx of workers. I would say at least a dozen have hatched already, and we've got another, let's me see, 5, 6, 7, there's probably another 8 to go. The one there in the middle has hatched already, so it's another 8 workers, and then you've got all this larvae to go yet, so fantastic to see. So if we have a closer look here, we can put on the macro lens and have a little bit of a closer look inside. Unfortunately the perspex is a little bit grubby, but anyway, not much we can do about that, but at least it gives us a bit of a closer look to see what is actually going on inside the nest, and we'll try and get a nice close-up on the munching away here. Now what they've got here and what they're eating is actually a larvae that has died. Now for whatever reason it has died, but they don't waste anything, they're recycling it here, so they've given it to the larvae to eat for some extra protein. Now you would have noticed there the crickets in the outworld, well, sometimes they just don't hunt them and they sit there for some time. They'll get to them eventually, but no waste here at all. If a larvae dies for whatever reason, they're feeding it to the others, and you can see those jaws there on the larva, they just cut their way through. Now the Myrmecia Brevinoda is a beautiful looking ant. As you can see here, the abdomen there just straight black, looks like it's been dipped in a pot of paint, doesn't it? And you've got the beautiful markings and coloration here, this beautiful deep red that you have on the workers, and look at those mandibles, serrated mandibles to latch on and not let go while it stings its prey. And they vary in size, the workers here as well. So the colony is doing really well, but look at them munch down on that dead larvae. No waste, very essential that we have some more workers on their way, and hopefully we'll get some more eggs laid soon as well. What do you like most about this colony or these bull ants? What do you like to see when I do a review or an update on a colony? Let me know in the comments below. So here we have a cocoon ready to hatch. As we move across the nest, we can see this one here, it's already hatched. You can see the end here is broken and busted out, and so a new worker has emerged. Now, as we come across here, I just want to share this with you. We've got a worker upside down on the perspex, but it gives us a beautiful view of the mouth parts of this worker. So those mandibles are not the mouth, they're just used to grab on, but you can see the mouth parts there on the underside. So that's used there obviously for drinking the liquid sugars that they need, and honey and sweets, and also protein, and they can regurgitate that. I've seen that even happen inside the nest, where a worker regurgitates some of the food for its fellow workers. And we can see a big pile here of cocoons. Really amazing. Fantastic to see. Look at those huge eyes. So this is what we're looking at. This is the setup that I currently have, doing really well. Got some good progress here with all the extra larvae and cocoons hatching. Really great to see with this colony. But that's not all that's going to happen. You've stayed this long, let me tell you what is happening. I want to give them a new outworld, and I have this 3-foot tank ready to go. So I've already made the lid for it. It's got some nice wire mesh inside, and it's a good size, and I'm going to start making a new outworld for them, and it's going to take up most of this shelf and give them a beautiful new home to enjoy, so stay tuned for that. Well, my Patreons know all about this new outworld, and they're helping me with it, so a huge thank you to them. Thank you for your ongoing support throughout 2004, so thank you Gordon C, Ant Nation, the Dragon Bloom, Scooter213 and Serena. I couldn't do this without you guys, and I really appreciate your support. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel and you'll get early access to videos, behind the scenes information, and plenty of other perks on different levels as well. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Well, if you're stuck around this long, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me get my videos out to more people. There's a video there recommended for you, and one that I've picked that I think you might really enjoy. Thanks as always for watching. I appreciate it, and remember, happy ant keeping.